The Fat Boys Are Back also came out that year. And
Right.
I was always curious for you on the title track, how you referenced the song Fat Boys with your lyrics, got style, got class, and all that. So for you,
Right.
what made you want to go back to your old lyrics on that song?
Just to let people know, I'm still here kind of thing. You know what I mean? So a lot of rappers do that. I'm still this, I'm still that. Like even Jay-Z said, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that kind of thing. Got style, got class, I'm still the same. Um, so if you didn't know who I was, hey, this is who I am. I'm still the same guy. Got style, got class, I'm still the same. So it's just kind of a reference of letting people know I'm still here,
Okay. And then we had mentioned it earlier, but like "Don't Be Stupid" was another one of those kind of cautionary tale type of songs. So
Yeah,
what
Don't
made
Be
you,
Stupid, written by Curtis Blow. Curtis Blow wrote Don't Be Stupid.
so what made you guys I guess go against his advice and not rap your own lyrics?
Um, Curtis Blow kind of forced that song on us. He kept saying, I got a song for y'all. Like, it's stupid dope. It's stupid fresh. But don't be stupid. That's how he would talk. And he would just present something to us like he would say the words that he would just stare at us. Like, don't be stupid. I'm like, okay, like, what the hell? What is that all about? But I guess we'll do it, So it was like I said, it was just a phrase back then, a slang. Yo, that's stupid dope. Yo, that's stupid fresh, And he was like, yo, don't be stupid, So I'm like, all right, cool, So he wrote the lyrics down and we did them, and we recited them rather, and we did the track. Um, I really didn't like the track too much, but I'm like, it was written by Curtis Blow, so it's like, all right, cool, whatever.
Okay. And
I
then
didn't really understand the track, to be honest with you. I'm like, if we're gonna be stupid, like I understand it now, but at the time I was like, stupid, don't be stupid. I'm like, okay, stupid what? Stupid dope? Don't be stupid fresh. So
it did seem unusual given your guys,
yeah,
the rest of your guys' music, which is why it was always intriguing to me on many levels. But now
right,
I have a better understanding that it wasn't even you guys doing it per se.
right.
So that makes much more sense. So with also on this album, you guys had the hardcore reggae single
Yeah,
and paying homage to a lot of the iconic reggae artists,
yeah.
name dropping them and explaining their significance in reggae history. So why was that song important to you?
Oh, that song is important because on our block there was a guy named Barkley, and Barkley was a Rastafarian. And at this particular time, we were growing up, we didn't see a lot of Rastafarians. So New York, Brooklyn especially, they got came the Rastafarian invasion. If anybody from Brooklyn was back then, they know what I'm talking about. The Rastafarian invasion. And Barkley would put the speakers outside of his house, and he'll blast you know, reggae music all night, all day and night. And Rastas would be, how Rastas do that dance, that Rastafarian dance, when they just do that little step. And so he introduced us to a lot of different artists. And so when we did hardcore reggae, the first thing we thought about was Barkley, our next door neighbor. And what's funny is that he knew what the guys. It was a guy in that video by the name of Patty. I forgot his real name, but I'm not even trying to glorify it. But he was on America's Most Wanted later on in life. I think like 88, 89 for a drug deal gone bad, and this maniac killed like 5 people in an apartment. So when they showed his face on, we knew Patty. That's the crazy part. When they showed his face of who they're looking for, it sent a chill through my spine. I'm like, we know this guy. Like he was in our video. You know what I'm saying? Like this maniac was in our video. So Barkley is the one who got a lot of people, a lot of the reggae, the Rastafarians to be in the video. So we found out that song was like the #1 song for like weeks at a time in Jamaica. Like that song was like an anthem in Jamaica. And once we performed out there, I think in '89, we were the first rap group to do the Sting Festival, Splash, I think, Sting Splash Festival, one of those things. And we did that song, and that place erupted. You saw like 50,000 people who knew every lyrics to the song, to that song. And that was crazy. That was a crazy song because a lot of people identified with the song. I know Run-DMC did the Roots rap reggae, I think it was. But when we came up with hardcore reggae, and people was like, oh man, like this is reggae meets rap. You know what I'm saying? Like at the time we did it the best at that particular time. I mean, Heavy D came along and did something better, and other artists. But at that particular time, I think we did it the best. And thanks to Curtis Blow, he put the track a really good track together for us to rap to. Like he didn't do no half-ass track and just try to make a mockery of reggae music. He actually put a good track together.
Nah, I mean that's why it was so impressive to me hearing it at the time, because it's one of those songs. As a little kid, I didn't know everybody you were talking about, so it was,
right.
I'd like write down, okay,
Peter Tosh.
Yeah, I'd heard of Yellow Man. Let me write Yellow Man down.
Right. Yeah.
So that was one of the amazing things about me first getting into rap around this time, because I was learning so much about rap, but then also about other stuff. So,
right.
And that was
hardcore reggae was definitely a banger in New York. I mean, that was probably one of our first songs we heard, besides Fat Boys, that we heard people actually blasting it in their cars. I'm like, wow, people really like this song. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was crazy.
And then on Pump It Up, I thought there was obviously a different type of song, but also how you had shouted out all the other rappers that were, big at the time, or a lot of the prominent ones. So do you guys remember why you wanted to integrate Grandmaster Flash, Curtis Blow, Whodini, Melly Mel, and everybody else into the lyrics of that song?
We were really cool with them at that time. So we was just trying to let people know we were cool with these rappers. We were cool with Flash and Furious 5. Of course, Curtis Blow was our mentor, and Whodini was on tour with us, and so once again, another Curtis Blow production, just singing and rapping. Let's get funky, get on down, and I know me and Mark first heard that song, and we just thought of, when we heard the chorus, we just pictured like some guys in the booth with some jerry curls just singing the song. So we just made fun of it. So we were just teasing Curtis Blow all the time.
The activator dripping.
Yeah, the activator dripping. So we just thought of full force for some reason singing that song. So we was joking out with Curtis Blow, and he got kind of pissed off at us, like, did you have the Jerry Curl brothers up in here singing that?
Well, the other thing that I find was interesting about it was, because rap is, especially that time, and as all the different explosions of rap were about to happen and were happening in 85, 86, 87.
Right.
What I was always curious, did you guys feel, because you were the Fat Boys, or because you were like happy or whatever, that you weren't viewed in the competition sake of things? Do you think the other artists looked at you a little differently, like, oh, they're just a Fat Boy? Like, how did that work for you guys?
I don't think Run-DMC did. Run-DMC took us seriously, because there's a lot of times we after the Fresh Festival, we were on tour with the Fresh Festival. A lot of times after the show, we would go to Run's room. It would be us, Run-DMC, Whodini. We'll talk about the show, and Run would just bring up the fact that, yo, y'all did this part in your show, and why did y'all do it like this? And why did y'all do that? Why did y'all do this? And at that time, Run was always into somebody's lyrics. So when we would say a certain kind of lyric, he would think we were dissing him. Yo, when you said this lyric, were you talking about me? Like, that's how he would talk. I'm like, dude, nobody was thinking about you. So Run took us serious. DMC took us serious. I wouldn't say Whodini didn't take us serious. They just didn't take. Whodini didn't take Fat Boys and Run-DMC serious. They looked at it more like, our competition is R&B. Like, y'all rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all want to go at it to see who's the best, y'all can have that. Our competition is Morris Day and the Time, that kind of stuff. You know, they were on a different kind of level than us. But I'll give you a prime example of where I was in Detroit one day, and we was doing a show. It was us, me and Mark, Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, and I forgot who else was there. I think it was EPMD. And no, Big Daddy Kane, my bad. And we were about to go to an after party they had for us. And so me and Dougie Fresh got to talking. So he was kind of pissed off at me and Mark for downing the songs that we did, like Wipeout and Louie Louie, because I think it was something on Unsung that he saw. We did this show called Unsung for TV One, and he said that we were being disrespectful to our craft. And we're not being disrespectful to our craft, that if we would have stopped at Wipeout, we would have been satisfied. But our manager wanted us to do songs like The Twist and Louie Louie. And he said, see, that's the thing. Y'all doing those songs open up the doors bigger for hip hop. And he said, the more y'all see, the bigger you guys got, the more money we were getting for shows, meaning groups like himself and EPMD and all these other groups. He says, so by Run-DMC doing Walk This Way, our pay got bigger. Y'all doing Wipeout, our pay got bigger, and so on and so forth. And I never looked at it like that. I never looked at we was opening doors and bringing more money for other artists in hip hop. Because as rappers getting bigger, artists started demanding more money, you know. And at the height of our popularity, we were getting paid like something like $50,000, $60,000 a night. In some cases, some other cases we were getting like $35,000 a night. But certain shows we get like $50,000, $60,000 a night, which is big money. I mean, it's big money now, but it's big money back then. It was unheard of. So when he was saying that, I kind of knew what he was trying to say. Like, you know, we're disrespecting our craft and saying and just throwing it to the side, like, you know, we sold out kind of thing. And, you know, me and Mark always talk about the fact that if we would have never done Wipeout, we would have just kept with our flavor that we had and our audience that we had as far as a hip hop audience. But a lot of people was telling us, you know, a lot of people came along and told us that, no, you know, y'all put rap into a higher plateau by doing songs like that, you know. But, you know, when you're young and you don't think about that kind of stuff, you just think everything is being forced on you. So our manager telling us to do Wipeout, like, what the hell for? Our manager telling us to do The Twist. Why are we doing this crap? You know, that kind of stuff. But we're young, so we don't know any better, you know. I'm pretty sure Run-DMC probably thought the same thing about Walk This Way. They didn't think it would take them to a higher plateau.
Right.
We don't see it because we're young. We don't see what we want to do is just rap and have fun. But this is a business. You know, people want to make money. They don't want to just, you know, you want to have fun, then, you know, break the contract, go out there, have fun all you want. But while you're in the business, you know, we're going to make money off of you, and you're going to make money for us, you know, so.
Be sure to check out The History of Gangsta Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangsta Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC Ren, the D.O.C, and dozens of others. The History of Gangsta Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
At 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
There will be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
With Fab 5 on your MTV Raps with NWA.
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The history of gangster rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
It's always gonna be shit happening in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The history of gangster rap in stores now.